Okay, so I started looking at my Facebook messages, and I found that there was one still intriguing message that I felt like I hadn't really answered and gotten out of my brain, and that is, how do you write an 80,000 word book? I'm very into plotting. So when it comes to subplots and stuff like that, I love them. What I want to show you is a possible spreadsheet way of doing this because I am just so into data analysis and a structured way to approach something, including writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something brand new. And in column 1, I'm going to right click. By the way, I'm going to keep track of what I'm doing here. So I went to File, New, and then I double clicked on the blank worksheet to get to where I am now. And with that done, I'm going to click on column A, and then I'm going to right click up at the header of it, and I'm going to pick column width. And I'd like that to be maybe around 24. That'll give me a little room to place subplots, and I'm going to title this column Subplots. Now, with that done, I'm actually going to go here and I'm going to say, this is chapter 1 or scene 1 or whatever blocks I want to separate this story into. Let's say it's a short story and I'm separating it into scenes. There might be 20 scenes in a short story. However you want to divide it up. I think of it as chapters. That's the most common. So here's chapter 1. And instead of just saying 2, okay, what I'm going to say is that this equals B1 plus 1. Whoops. And then I'm going to press enter. And why would I do 2 that way? Because I can now take it, copy it, and paste it for about the next 20 columns. Whoop, one more. There we go. So I dragged over, after selecting this, right-clicking, and saying copy, I dragged over. And you can see, because the fact that you're talking about the previous column, it keeps increasing. So this references C1, this references D1, and they keep moving up like that, increasing the value by 1. So it was the quick way to get numbers from 1 to 20. These are your 20 chapters, scenes, whatever they are. That's what I consider that you have for any lengthy amount of material. Now, you might want to break this down to 6, 8, 5, whatever for a short story, for a novella, for whatever you want to do. And this doesn't really seem to apply real well to fat nonfiction here. So you have the subplots. Let's say the main love story. There we go. So we've got the main love story. Let's say in the very beginning, let's say we're rating on a scale of 1 to 10 for how hot this becomes. In the beginning, it's not very hot at all. This is that type of scene. So you go along going 1, 1. Okay, maybe something happens to heat it up, maybe a little. It keeps warming. He's being charming. We go 4s for a while. And then suddenly something hot happens. And we wake up to the 8s. We keep that pressure on until we make it to the 9s, and we give our fans relief by going all the way to 10. And then you have the letdown. So all storylines have this beginning, this kind of steady state, this initial state, this established status quo, and then they build up, usually in conflict, and you could think of a main love story as being conflict, really, and then they suddenly resolve. So you would have maybe a few sexy comments there, and 1s here, because we've completely resolved that main love story. Now, isn't that a lovely way to see things in numbers? It is if you're really geeky like me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this row, and I'm going to go to Home, and I'm going to pin the toolbar or the ribbon open so that I can keep selecting things off of it. And I'm going to say, I'd like your background to be black and your foreground to be white. And I'd like that foreground to be bold. And, let's do this instead. Let's select this entire row, and we'll say, make that foreground a very, a light gray. And I still want the white. I don't want the bold. Okay, that means that I've got to come back to this one, and I'm going to set it back to black with white and with bold. There we go. So that matches the header. So now we've got a little bit of formatting to our report. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something really neat. If I select, let's say, just a bunch of cells, and I then go to Home, notice this conditional formatting. I can format cells based on what they contain. And look what it does to the first line. So rather than just seeing numbers, you're seeing red for the worst numbers, orange for a little bit better numbers. Now this is, in comparison. As far as a plot, you're talking about the heating up of the main love story. And then you come here and you go, okay, what about the hero's backstory? So you go there and you go, okay, we're going to start bringing up the hero's backstory. Let's see, we're really heating up here. Let's see if we can get something in here. So we'll bring it up real fast. So we'll have a 3 here, and let's do a 4 here, and we'll do like maybe a 9 here to the heat of the hero's story will be here, and then, it will have pretty much played itself out, and it will no longer apply until it disappears. So that's the next storyline. So what you do is you just keep taking this Excel spreadsheet, and you do line by line, what is your next storyline, and you arrange them. So let's say, 20 chapters, I'm saying. Well, if you're talking about an 80,000 word book, I'm talking about maybe 15 to 20 storylines here that you need to have woven in and out. And here's a systematic way to get your highs and your lows all orchestrated, because you're really going to need that. You need to construct and orchestrate an 80,000 word book. I'm telling you this from doing it the wrong way, of course. So I've done it the wrong way. Don't do it the wrong way. It turns into books that get rejected and don't get reviewed very well. So I would do it this way as far as orchestrating a new 80,000 word book. I leave it to you as to whether this is helpful or just a waste of time. Thanks. Bye.